Hello everybody. Well, the ZAP participation campaign has been a pretty successful one so far. You'll actually get to see some results from it next week, which I think is pretty cool, getting to see some other people's points of view juxtaposed with my own. Well, I think my mom's blueberry jam is better than anything you'll find in a store. And I think your mom's blueberry jam sucks a big fat... Isn't that exciting? Well, anyway, on to this week's question, which is from Wes, who asks, how did your parents react after you came out? This is probably the question when it comes to coming out. A lot of us assume it's going to be on par with the kind of reaction we'd expect to get if we told our parents something awful. Mom? Dad? I took your car out last night, and I got into an accident. Times 10. Well, you see, the bus full of orphans that I ran into, it blew up, and the car is totaled. And then times 10 again. Also, I'm gay. So I was understandably a little apprehensive about telling this to my mother and stepfather, and unfortunately, the method I chose was probably not the most ideal. Now, as I mentioned before, I came out during my freshman year of college, and as a result, a lot of my early college films were about that topic, especially the movie Son, which you may or may not have seen on my other channel. Now, in any case, when I came home for summer break, my mom, of course, wanted to see my college projects. Now, when I showed Son to my fellow classmates, they didn't really understand that it was about coming out, so I figured my mom would also not figure this out, and therefore it would be safe to show to her. And as it turns out, she was a much better film critic than my classmates. We ended up going on a long walk together. We talked about the movie, what it meant, and at that time, she didn't really understand homosexuality. She just had a lot of trouble with the concept and with understanding why I would want to be with guys. Fortunately, two things I think helped her overcome this. The first was my stepfather, and I'm not really sure what he said to her, but he seemed to reassure her that nothing about me, about the person she knew, was really changing. And the second was her desire to learn more about all this. And I think what she discovered was that even in the church, there's a lot of differing opinions about whether homosexuality is okay or not. In the end, or at least now, in the present, my mother and stepfather have accepted this minor revision of me. And they certainly were nothing but kind to the one person I brought home during Thanksgiving break my junior year. So you can bet that during that Thanksgiving, I was very thankful for their willingness to keep an open mind. So again, if you have any questions at all about something I touched upon today, or if you feel I owe you a more specific explanation about anything, feel free to email me at michelli85@yahoo.com. Don't forget to put ZAP in the subject heading. And I hope that you're looking forward as much as I am to next week's ZAP, where we'll hear from some additional panelists. And until then, try to stay out of the dark.